Hello, everyone. Today I'm talking with Gary about his 1986 Chevrolet K10. This is a four-wheel drive square body pickup truck. It's white with a blue interior, has 82,000 and a half miles on the odometer. It currently has a 350 V8, but welcome, Gary. I'd like to know if you could tell me a little bit about your truck. How long have you owned it?
I have owned the truck since February of 24. Um, Truck runs good, looks great. Originally brought the truck just as a hobby truck to go to take to truck shows, to take out on drives. Really like the older quality trucks, the 70s and the 80s. That's what I had when I was in high school. And just enjoy taking it to a truck show. I've got a couple other old trucks, and when I first found this truck, it was in great shape, and it was certainly truck show worthy.
Hmm.
Um, it's clean, it's good paint job, and runs good. I've got really no complaints about the truck.
All right. And you mentioned that the engine is not original. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I purchased the truck from a guy uh, near the eastern part of North Carolina. And when I purchased that truck, it's it had the original 305 motor in it when that guy bought it. And
Hmm.
they had removed the 305 and put a 350 in it. The 350 is supposed to have less than 35,000 miles on it.
Okay. And do you know where the 350 came out of? Is it a similar year truck?
I honestly do not know. That's
Okay.
just being honest.
Okay. Yeah, no, sure. And then the air conditioning, you mentioned that that is currently not operable, but all the parts are there. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was moved, put on the truck, and the guy told me that he it was working, but it had gotten somewhat warmer. I took it to a local mechanic shop here where I live, and they checked it out, and there appeared to be a freon leak on the hose.
Mm.
So I went to another company, and they said that they could make new hoses and get that back going, but that would not give it any warranty. So for more expense, I could go ahead and put a whole new retro air system on it for about $3,500, and
Okay.
it would have warranty. So I scheduled that and was going to do it,
Hmm.
but there was a delay on the compressor. I made a deposit in June, and at the end of September, the parts still were not here, and I wasn't having a real good experience with this garage, so I canceled it, got my deposit back, and decided I'll just sell the truck. Maybe the new owner may not want air, they may want air,
Hmm.
but I didn't feel good about waiting on continuing to wait when I was promised the parts would be in numerous times.
Okay. Understood. And have you done much work on it since you've owned it?
Just wash it and put gas in it. That's
Okay.
it. I
Yeah.
haven't
And
drove it enough to put enough miles on it to change the oil.
yeah.
Um, I
And
had it
did
checked out at a mechanic shop, and a couple of small oil leaks corrected and fixed.
Okay.
Um, and just drove it and enjoyed it. I had it scheduled to a C10's truck show, and due to the weather, that show got canceled. So planning on I like going to truck shows.
Okay, great. Um, did you get any records, service history, or documents with the truck when you bought it from the previous
No,
owner?
no, I did not.
Okay. All right. And can you tell us like your favorite story of driving the vehicle?
It's got a retro radio in it, retro sound, so it looks like an original radio, but it's an old radio.
Hmm.
It looks like an old radio, but it Bluetooths to your phone and you can play the music. So I like getting out and riding it around some of the small towns. I always get a lot of horn blows and thumbs up, and uh, that's the funnest thing about driving it.
Oh,
You
cool.
know, I I rarely, if I stop and get gas, if I go somewhere somebody's like they're asking questions about it, they're giving the thumbs up, and there's like, would you sell that truck? And I'm like, well, yeah. I started thinking about it, and I decided I would, mainly because I purchased another truck. I've got three, and I need to downsize.
Understood.
The the
Yeah,
the truck. I like the truck very much. If I hadn't have bought another truck that I liked even better, I wouldn't be selling this truck.
understood. And then have you used the four-wheel drive transfer case? Is everything working there?
I put it in four-wheel drive, and it did appear to be working. I was on dirt, and the front tires, because it's a straight axle, you know how when it's in four-wheel drive, you can kind of see where they're pulling. The front wheels will be
Mm-hmm.
pulling and digging into the grass, and it did do that.
Okay, understood. Oh, and
But
I
it's
think in
not a
an
truck
e
I'm going to take out in the salt or snow by
sure.
no means.
And then I think you had mentioned that the paint is somewhat new on it.
It was painted. I was told it was painted 2 years prior to me buying it.
Okay, so it's about 3 years old right now.
Yes.
Okay, any flaws in the paint? Any issues?
No, it's white. I mean, it's got a really nice shine to it. It's I have no problem with the paint on it.
All right, great.
You know, it looks good to me.
All right, excellent. Is
I'm
there
not
anything? Oh,
any fish eyes or anything like that in it.
excellent. Is there anything else you want to tell us about it before we end the conversation?
I can't. It's just fun to drive. It just if you come from that era and you like those square body Chevys, it's fun to drive, and
Um,
it's a great conversation piece, and it's a connection to your past.
Excellent. Well, it looks like a really good truck. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks, Gary.
All right. Thank you, Noah.